So we're here in Hanoi, Vietnam. So we arrived yesterday. Gonna spend one day here and hopefully book something for tomorrow, head up north, or spend one more day in Hanoi. Haven't decided yet, but we're gonna get some lunch.
They offer you a free beer.
Hey. Woke up this morning at 5 AM and we are catching a bus to Sapa, which is like kind of like very north Vietnam. Here's a map. So there's Hanoi, and we're going all the way up there. This is northern Vietnam. On the bus, it's a sleeper bus though, even though we are leaving at 7 and we arrive at like 1 PM, we're on the sleeper bus. Comfortable. So we made it to Sapa. Bit cloudy, but yeah, it's just surrounded by mountains. It's a little bit reminiscent of Queenstown, actually. A little bit warmer though. Although, admittedly, we are now in trousers again, and we've got jumpers with us, as it is a fair bit colder than the south. So, here's the score. Overnight bus, really cool, nice bus, great. In a guest house, beautiful again, really nice people, comfortable bed, which is always important. Now, the issue we have now is, so far since we've been here, every day has been ridiculously misty and or foggy. So there's like a viewpoint in town I really want to climb, but we check it numerous times during the day, and every time you see it, the top of it's just covered, shrouded in mist and or fog. You can't see the top, which means when you're up there, you can't see out. So this then leads me to my next point, which is Sapa. Like, it's November the 16th, and it's just foggy all the time, and that's an issue, because you come here for the views, the beautiful scenery, but you can't really see much if you go trekking or you go up these viewpoints. You're paying out money for them, and you can't see anything, so it's like, wow, I don't really want to pay out money just to go to the top of a hill to look into the abyss. Which then also leads me to my next point, which is, well, if we're not doing too much here then because of the weather issues, then we might as well head over to Ha Giang, which is like, I think that's how you say it, which is like more to the east, and it's got this motorbike loop. It's a 4-day cycle on a motorbike, and yeah, it's stunning scenery from pictures we've seen. Now the issue is obviously the weather, but then you've got the motorcycle issue. So number one is, I can't drive anything above a 50cc bike. I don't have a license, so 125, 250 can't do. Demi, she hasn't got a license at all from the UK, so she can't drive a bike, period. So she'll be in the back of me. So a 50cc automatic scooter going around this loop with 2 people on it apparently isn't the best thing. So the only good thing about the 50cc is it means we are still covered by our insurance policy. Now, I could learn to ride, like, say, a semi-automatic, or maybe even a manual. I doubt it, but with a semi-automatic or manual, you're not covered by your insurance anymore. So if you crash, you're not getting any help from your insurance company. The other thing is, with all 3 bikes, is if you crash into a Vietnamese person, that's it, you're screwed, because they will charge you a crap load of money, and you actually may face jail time if you do that. So, but the actual loop itself, as I said, beautiful, 4 days, whatever, and it's some real treacherous roads in the sense of, like, I think it's like one blog was saying it's like 70 kilometres. It took him like 3 or 4 hours to do just because the road was so bad. And that's not to mention the numerous people that have died on this loop, you know. So there's another option, which is you can become a pillion passenger, which is when you sit on the back of the bike with a local who's experienced driving the bikes around that area. The issue with that is that it's $40 a day each, so that's $80 a day for both of us to do it, and you're still expected to pay for, obviously, petrol. You have to pay for your own accommodation, but you're also kind of expected to pay for the driver's accommodation and food, which is fine, you know, we get that. But when you're doing backpacking and, you know, you've been traveling for a long time and, you know, you're kind of like getting closer to the end of your trip, but you've still got a few months ahead of us, you have to be a little bit careful with the money, because you want to make sure you've got money for those places as well. So it's just this rock and a hard place where we want to do it, but it's just, we don't think we can afford it, or we don't think we're legally able to do it. And I know everyone's going to be like, oh yeah, but you can just do it anyway, it's fine, but I don't know, sensibility and common sense, same thing, are dictating for both of us now that maybe it's not really worth it. So the issue with that then is, Sapo are not doing too much, so it's hard to do much at the moment, just mainly because of the weather. So maybe we should head to Ha Giang to do this loop, but after reading all of that, it's like, well, we can't do too much there, and the town is nice, I'm sure, but apparently it's mainly for this loop. So we're a bit like, well, we was meant to spend like 2 weeks in the north, and we've been here for 3 days, and we suddenly realised, like, wow, maybe there's not much to do in the north for us in terms of places to go and see. If the weather was better, if we were here at a better time, maybe a month ago, or even a couple of months later, so when the winter season really sets in, it's meant to be clearer, but right now it's not great. Middle of November hasn't been particularly kind to us with the weather. So we're not sure what to do at the moment. So, yeah, bit of a longer one there, but I mean, I'll let you know what happens, because we have to kind of decide tonight what we're going to do. Like, stay here for another day, tomorrow head to Ha Giang, or after that maybe we will have to head back to Hanoi to then try to decide where to go from there. So, yeah. Okay, so we've decided to climb the viewpoint. Whether it's misty or not, there's a cafe at the top, so we can, if it's misty, we just wait. We're going to see a view today.
The mist is rolling in again. Look at it.
So we're here back in Hanoi, and it seems like to be some kind of festival going on as all the streets have been sort of closed down and people are just walking all about the place. Near the lake.
Me ahogaba muy adentro este dolor. ¿Dónde estás?
So many people. Okay, so good morning. Demi's ill today, so she stayed back at the hostel for a few hours to rest. I'm currently on my way to see the mausoleum where Ho Chi Minh is embalmed and kept. He's the leader of Vietnam, the guy who fought for independence against the French and the Americans eventually. So, should be an interesting look. Due to the fact that he is revered and respected, you're not allowed to take any cameras or anything inside, so I can't actually do any recording in there. But hey, you know, I can tell you what it's like. And I can maybe get a few shots from outside. So it turns out that it is actually closed now. Apparently it's done for today. So I've walked all this way, about 30 minutes to not be able to go in, which is a bit sad, but hey, you know, go and look around a bit more to see what else there is to offer. I mean, I think there's a museum around the corner, so I'm going to maybe check that out. So I've managed to coax Demi out of her den. She's having a great time. And we're back in the cafe where I was earlier, by the train tracks. So we've got about maybe 20 minutes until the train passes. So I've got a beer, we've got some Vietnamese bread coming. I cannot remember. Bami? Bami? And yeah, we're going to wait for this train to come past because, you know, why not? Beautiful. Right, so we booked our tickets to Cat Ba which is the island just outside of Halong Bay. We've got an open return as well, so it means we can go there and then come back whenever we like. So if we want to stay longer, we can do. Currently just walking down the very busy streets again, where it's Sunday, it's open to the public to walk around on the roads and no cars are about. But yeah, we're looking for some food.
Thật có được không? Bạn nào đã xem ảo thật giơ tay lên nào. Bạn nào cũng xem ảo thật rồi à? Thôi, hôm nay anh Trung Kiên sẽ biểu diễn giao lưu với các
So we got this cheap hotel, didn't think much of it, you know, whatever. Anyway, we got put in this room and apparently there's a guy already in there, so the guy checking us in took us up to the 6th floor, he goes, here's your room then. It's like, oh cool. It's a double bed, fat bed, we've got flat screen TV, aircon, fans, hot water, wardrobes, but we've got this kind of panoramic view, well, I say panoramic.
Of buildings.
Right. You can kind of see some of the sea down there, and you've got this thing over here.
Open the window.
Wandered about, looked at some tours for Tamai, and we're going to get a drink at the beach club, which is just there.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What have you got to say for yourself?
Should we go to the bar?
Yeah, let's go.
We're down, we didn't die! Hooray! So this is the entrance to it. It just says like, you know, entrance here, and that's it. It's just a rock going up, but oh, that was insane. That's so high. If we fail, like, there's so many points. If you fail, you'd have just perished.
Yeah, look at it. Insane.
It's not that easy.
I've got it.
Well, listen, yeah, go. You give it to me.
Overseas.
Yeah. I'm making my money's worth.
Yeah.
And then
Is that acceptable?
And let's check. You're alright, yeah. And then I will buy him a drink afterwards.
Of my choosing.
You'll get a beer. The
Mine.
cheapest beer. The local beer.
No, actually, I quite like the local bit, to be fair. Oh.
No, you're not allowed that.
You think it'll stop getting bad, but it just keeps getting worse. Oh. I have my beer.
Huh?
No, I have my beer.
After a minute.
That's one spicy tomato. My ears are burning. No, it's not like it.
There you go.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Have I had my beer?
Huh?
Have I had my beer?
You have?
Yes.
The local beer. The one you don't like.
Good morning. So, we are on a scooter.
We are.
And we're going to do some, sightseeing. So, let's go.
Lou's just casually holding a ball. I don't know how I feel about this. Yeah. Okay, let's not jump there. Let's not bounce around with it. I'm scared. Yep.
That's enough. Jesus.
Well done.
You're going to wash your hands, by the way.
Huh?
I've got no grip in my shoe, do I?
Oh, okay.
So we've come to the Cannon Fort, big old fort on Cat Ba Island, built in 1942 to obviously fight against the French and the Americans. So yeah, pretty big. As such, what is it, cannon?
Yep. And this is its fort.
Barrel 130 millimeters, controlled by a measured device, range of 40 kilometers, made in France. Who knew they used to sell hats and stuff there? Oh wow.
Yeah, if they're the video you.
Here I am.
Casually walking out of your bunker.
I'm assuming this is gun sight. Little thing here. Found some tunnels.
Oh, look at that spider.
Yeah, there we go. That was the Cannon Fort. Bigger than we was expecting, but we also got it around it quite quick. Mainly because it is getting dark now, and there's a lot of cloud coverage coming over. So it looks like it might rain. So we thought, let's get around quickly and get it done. But some beautiful views, as you saw. So yeah, that's kind of it really for today now with everything. I'm not allowed to cycle at night because my glasses reflect the light from other things and I can't see anything, so I don't have anti-reflective layerings on these. So yeah, need to get back before dark and then that's it. That's Cat Ba done, we think. Heading back to Hanoi maybe tomorrow, if not then the next day, to then head south. So